Greetings, folks. This is Coco Smooth's 90s Comic Nostalgia segment. Welcome. And in today's segment, we'll be talking about Alan Moore and Gene Haas and Zander Cannon's Top 10 by America's Best Comics. Now, back in the day when I was in college, back in what appears to be the very late 90s, September 1999, Alan Moore, was, everybody remembered his work on Swamp Thing and The Watchmen. And I read The Watchmen for the first time while I was in college, and it blew me away. It definitely expanded my horizons as to what I would like to, things to look out for in comic books. I was no longer simply just a 90s comic book fan anymore. I expected more. Like, the bar was raised. I was like, wow, had I read this before, perhaps my expectations on or at least my taste in comics would have been higher, or I would have been more snobby. Looking for more intellectual shit, because yeah, if anyone who's read Watchmen before knows that it was pretty deep and had all sorts of layers. It was like it won a Nebula Award and Hugo Award. I was like, good grief. Things that I knew that only like really good sci-fi, science fiction books won back in the day, like Ender's Game and such, right? Anyways, I was like, okay, Alan Moore's trying to do this thing, but I have to admit, when I first saw this, I wasn't quite feeling the art, which I was like, man, it's not 90s enough for me. Because again, my taste needed to, it was learning to be redefined, and and you're in college, you're much more mature. Your horizons start to expand, and I was I believe at the time a junior, third year in UC Santa Barbara, go Gauchos, and I would, me and my roommate Mike, we would go to Metro Comics to pick up comics over in downtown Goleta. It's been so long since I've been in Santa Barbara, but yeah. And yeah, we would, he picked this up originally, and he sold me on to this book. And I was like, man, he goes, you got to get this. This book is just so good. And I read his copy, and at the time, his issue 1 was the I believe at the time Alex Ross did the cover for the cover A for this. Me being me, I look for congruency. I just had a hard time. Yeah, because first of all, even though I really enjoyed Kingdom Come, Alex Ross has an painting style was just too realistic for me, which is why that's probably one of the main reasons too I didn't gravitate towards top 10 in the first place. Not until my roommate got issue 2 and the covers had more of the Gene Ha thing going on. Well, anyway, this is Gene Ha's cover, which is the cover B. Again, one of those strange phenomenons where the actual interior artist, his work, has become the variant cover. And in this case, look at this, September 1999 Gene Ha variant, CBCS 9.8, top 10. Yes. This is a classic. I highly recommend this series. It was like watching a really dope cop show with a sci-fi twist, because Alan Moore's work, it's all very serious. I don't know anything that he's ever done that was, for as corny as it looked, it wasn't as it seems. It was very seriously told. The story was, and was very seriously told. And Top 10 is basically, I guess, a future world where superheroes are cops, and of course, in a fantastic kind of world, and they're just picking up bad guys. And so it was like, I guess he was like watching an episode of NYPD Blue or The Shield or something like that with a comic twist. And for me, it was really good, really mature. And every page of these books, man, I gotta say, Gene Ha, he was something else in this series. When you bought an issue of this, you felt that your money, which at the time was $3.50 for that, for a single issue, you felt that the money was completely worth it per issue. All right, definitely worth it based on how much writing and dialogue was taking place. Also, like, again, the art, like, there's just things going all over the place, and the art, as you see in the cover, is consistent with the interior. I wish that I had a trade paperback to open up so that you guys see the guts of these books, just so you guys can understand. Or better yet, I'll tell you what. See this book right here? You guys got to get. I've always been trying to find book 1, but man, at the time when I tried to get it, the eBay prices were out of control, and it seemed like a dream for to ever get it again. But I just got lazy. Ended up not getting it because I figured there was going to be an omnibus version. One of these days, in the next segment, I'm definitely going to have to show you the guts of these books because it's definitely worth it. But you know me, with my original copies of pristine, I'm trying to keep them crispy. You know what I mean? Mint. And that's issue 1. And this is issue 2 right here. All right? Look at these covers. These covers are freaking amazing. I can't emphasize just how dope and nuanced everything is about this book. And again, like, seriously, you definitely felt that you got your money's worth. Okay? I guess the first issue, I'm not sure. I guess the first issue was only $3.50, but this one was unless it was mispriced. But yeah, definitely, yeah. You guys I just highly recommend that you guys pick this book up. It's that good. Alan Moore's. You think the lives of these guys, for as silly as they look, you start to root for each and every single character in this gosh damn series. I can't explain it. It's just something that you have to read yourself. There's a lot of really awesome kind of adult humor taking place. Also, moving on. Issue 3. Yeah, so notice how consistent Gene Ha stuff is. This is what it's like in the guts, except with more words. A lot of dialogue taking place. It's just every page, every panel, there's some going on. Issue 4 over here. Look at how good that looks. And consistent, like it's almost as if I feel like he pulled a Lord of the Rings, where Gene Ha just did all the art for 12 issues, and they just decided, yeah, we'll all sell it by month, and at least it's all done and stuff. And here's issue 5. This is one of the first comic books I bought in the year 2000. This cover is pretty dope too. This. It's a lot going on. I guarantee you guys. I highly recommend you guys pick this up to read it. It's really good stuff. It's been so long since I've read it though, and I wish I could remember all of it. But I tell you are not going to be disappointed, especially if you like them cop shows. I know cops aren't exactly the most popular people these days with the way the political climate is, but back in the day, this was pretty good stuff, and I highly recommend you guys read it. See that? February. It's like a holiday issue. Issue 7. See, Gene Haas, the cover artist straight up the whole time, looking good. And the homage to look like I get to Game Boy. Here we go. Some Gladiator action going on, and ironically enough, if I remember correctly, Gladiator also came out around this time, to be around 2000. I remember being watching that in the theaters and just being blown away four times in the theater. Love that. See, issue 10 right here. Looks pretty serious. I think I'm running out of space. And issue 10. I think this guy is supposed to look like a super robot. Along the lines of Mazinger. Yeah, Officer Smacks being the big guy right there. And yeah, this should be the next issue, going to be issue 12, which is the last in the first story arc. He's a Eisner Award winner. And yeah, this was before you had to be woke to win it. I kid, even though I'm not. But yeah, yeah, this I'm surprised that not too many people caught on. This series was really dope, and I highly recommend to all the viewers out there. Please, take the time to go, if you guys ever go find the back issues for this, or get it in the cheaps, read it. You will not regret it. It's really that good. Okay. Yeah. Let's look at the back of some of this stuff. JVC. So you can look at the 90s advertisement, or early 2000. Oh, look, PS2 still a thing, when it was when it's still brand new. Shadow of Destiny. Konami. Also, oh snap, mad. Well, Warner Brothers get a lot of love here because Jim Lee had just sold Wildstorm DVD Supernova, and this movie was anyways, the most redeeming quality about this movie is because it had Mike Dexter, and you know how he is. Mike Dexter is a role model. All right. Oh, Jedi Power Battles. Because episode 1 was still a thing back in the day. Yeah. Look at that, graphics from back in the day. PS1. Resident Evil 3. Yeah. And this was 2000. So it's still a thing. You got ketchup. I guess ketchup. Who advertises ketchup? Like there was any other ketchup other than Heinz and Hunt's, really. Oh snap, L2. Levi's. Oh, cargo-ish pants. Oh, look at that. This is so dated, you. Nostalgia. This is the whole thing, the whole point. Okay. Look at this couple. Look at this. Levi's. They're probably wearing Skechers. Oh man, I didn't realize how Levi's was a really big thing. Oh man, look at this. Oh, I'm so guilty of wearing these clothes. They felt comfortable though, guys. Just saying. nextplanetover.com, the next place for comics. Not sure how this doesn't make no sense to me, but whatevs. Let's look at the back of this one. See any other advertisement? Oh, Stone Cold! Yeah, back in the day, The Rock and Stone Cold, those really awesome epic battles between those two, and DX and NWO for WCW, and ECW was still a thing. Oh my gosh, those were great. Attitude Era of wrestling. I miss those days. Anyways, well, hence the nostalgia portion, 90s. But I know it's cheating. It's, you know, more towards 2000 than it is 90s. But technically, still 90s. Invented in the 90s, guys. Well, thank you for joining me. I'm glad that you guys took the time to tough it up and watch this video. If you guys want to continue to support me, you know, hit that subscribe and smash that like button. And yeah, I'll be making more of these videos for y'all to entertain you guys. And if you guys, you know, if there's anything I could do better, please leave a comment, and yeah, I'll do my best to see if I can accommodate. Okay, so until the next video, ciao.